The nationwide debate over the removal of Confederate monuments continues. Duke University removing a statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee just yesterday. But in an op-ed, our next guest argues we should be learning from these statues, writing, quote, "What's happening in the country right now actually offers a perfect opportunity to teach children about our past. The response to Charlottesville should not be to remove our national monuments, but to point to them and teach the history behind them. Why are we so afraid to do that?" Joining us now, the author of that op-ed and the new book, The Voice, the Revolution, and the Key, Jenny Cote. Jenny, it's good to have you here. Thanks very much for being here.
Oh, John, thanks for having me.
You say it's a mistake to tear down those Confederate statues.
Right. Any statue.
Any statue.
Right.
Why?
Well, you've heard the phrase, those who don't remember their history are doomed to repeat it. Well, gee, how do you remember history? By the things that point to it, that teach us, you know, our books, our monuments, our museums. And how are kids not going to learn to repeat history if we don't have these reminders there?
And what is the lesson to children when they see, you know, decades-old statues, hundreds-of-year-old statues in some cases, being yanked down?
Well, I think children are confused, but this is a teaching moment to say, you know what, there's good, bad, and ugly in our history. There's a lot of pain in our history, but, you know, we learn the most from painful things, don't we? Not to repeat them again. And so I think our children need us to walk them through, and because they're looking at us and they're watching what we're doing. So let's do it as a teaching moment to teach the history and not erase it.
How do we teach kids about these kinds of historical issues?
Well, the way I do it, and my life's calling is to make history fun for kids and make it come alive. And I do that through my books, and I have talking animals that go through time, and I have a new novel out about Patrick Henry and the Revolutionary War. And the way I decided to do it was, you know, before they were founding fathers, they were founding children. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if children get to see our founders, Patrick Henry, 7 years old, and watch him rise to his calling in life to serve our country and see, you know what, they failed, they had obstacles, but they could rise above that too to serve their nation. And so it kind of takes them down from being superheroes, that they were regular people, good, bad, and ugly, just like we are.
And we were blessed in this country.
Amen.
With an incredible array of talent and dedication in those founding fathers.
That's right.
And, you know, and now people are saying, yeah, let's tear down those statues.
No, that's the worst mistake we could make for our children.
The book is The Voice, the Revolution, and the Key.
Right.
Jenny Cote. Jenny, thank you.
Thanks for having me.